This film was made for SIGGRAPH of 1987 in Anaheim. Originally, Ed Catmull came to us and wanted us to do a film using the Pixar image computer. Yes, Pixar made computers at one time, and we had a rendering software called ChapRays. And so I started developing an idea of an inept clown and a unicycle, where the unicycle is actually the star of the show. And quite separately, Bill, you were working on what? On rain, right?
Yeah, I wanted to do a rain scene. So I was building a whole city scene. The very first set of scenes was the model part that I was working on. And Eben, at the same time, was working on.
I was working on a bike. I was really interested in bikes. I rode a lot, and I built a bike because it was a really complicated model, and I could work on things like the spokes and all the parts and get them right.
And so I was seeing the bike and the rain happening, and then I came up with the idea to take the clown idea and bookend it with these beautiful images of this city at night in the rain. And so it came up with the idea of having the bike shop where in the back was this little unicycle in a clearance corner that's 50% off, and then you actually go into his mind, and this thing is a dream.
This clown was one of the first organic sort of facial shapes we had ever done. You built a sculpt. You did a sculpt in Sculpey or something,
right?
And then we digitized it with the Polhemus. We had just gotten the Polhemus,
the 3-space digitizer,
yeah.
Right? And you were able to take on this organic shape that we digitized and put the same controls that the teardrop had.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and his name is Lumpy the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
Aptly named, I think. He's very lumpy.
Lots of QP going on here. Eben continued working on that in terms of the juggling.
That's right. We'd come up with you figured out how juggling works, and we implemented that basically.
Right. And so all I needed to do was to do the path in which the unicycle went on, and the wheel turned and the pedals stay flat and everything like that. And then I would then just indicate sort of for the juggling where the ball landed in 3-space and which frame, and then go ahead a few frames and put in the next place it landed, and then the QP did the arc and actually did the squash and stretch and everything on it. So it was a real QP tour de force.
Here was a model where we didn't have motion blur on the image computer, so you did really exaggerated squash and stretch to make up for the lack of motion blur.
That's right. ChapRays didn't have motion blur. I forgot about that.
I remember you animating that 50% off sign.
By hand.
By hand again.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I'm still proud
Poor
of that.
John.
But honestly, of all
really
the
good.
things we've made, the end of Red's Dream is one of the things I'm most proud of, because we wanted to try to do something that had a little more emotion, and a little heart. And as Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson, two of my mentors at Disney, always talked about was pathos, as an emotion to try to get into animation. And so we were quite proud of it. But I remember everybody said, please don't let it have a sad ending. Have it a happy ending. Come on, have the clown come back and buy him. Oh, this is too sad. And But this film was very big in Europe. They love that setting. I say it's Pixar's blue period, but
it was also the first film that we really did really great lighting on. I thought this we worked like crazy on that. It has the best look of our early stuff.
Well, we wanted to do a scene at night, which really in computer animation at that time had never been done, and we're really proud of that one. I think it turned out great.
Nice music too.
Yeah.